Alright, welcome back to Migmatis Golf, everybody. Today we have another review of a product that was sent to me gratis, for free. Yes, now, those of you who have subscribed to the channel, hint hint, will have seen, well hopefully you'll have seen, the other review that I did on a rangefinder that was sent to me by a company. They sell these rangefinders on their website or on Amazon for $70 to $80, and it looks like this. You can go watch that review. I'm pleased to say a few months later the thing is still working fantastically. It's still mint. I gave it a good thumbs up. I liked it and I still like it because it is still working. So I've been sent this one now. Now this is even a lower price point. This, I believe, if you go look it up, is $45 or $49, so under $50 now. Rangefinders with slope, under $50. So I was sent this for free. They want me to do a little review. So I'll do the quick unboxing now, and then there'll be some review of me shooting yardages, blah, 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 using the slope and all that. So what is this called? This is the AOFAR. I love these Chinese companies. They really should consult for better names with some Westerners, but maybe they sell a lot of these in their own market, so maybe I am being unfair there. So AOFAR, AOFAR. This model here is the GX-6F. Don't know if you can see that. I'll zoom in a bit. GX-6F Pro. Don't know what it's doing with me. GX-6F Pro. So on the back, if I read carefully, magnification 6x22. No idea what that means. Range 5 to 600 yards. I guess the flag, it picks up the flag 5 to 200 yards. Trees 5 to 400 yards. It's reflective 5 to 600 yards. It has continuous scanning. So you can hold the button down, scan around, you get all the different yardages. Slope correction, we love that. Pin tech, I'm assuming pin tech with pulse. So I'm assuming that means once it picks up the pin, it will give you a little jolt. And it says it's waterproof. I should think so. That's about it from the box. That's what it looks like. But I'll give you close-ups a bit later on. AOFAR. I don't know if the company is AOFAR or if it's Wind Swing, because there's like Wind Swing on the side as well. Anyway, go figure. So it comes in a nice box like this. I was a bit hasty and I removed the cellophane wrapper over here. I wanted to get to it and I thought, oh, I better do a review on this. So it does come with some cellophane around the box. So slip off the cover. Comes in a nice box. Seems to be packaged very well. Let's remove this top bit. So straight away we have some paperwork, I believe. So in here we have a little microfiber. That's nice, they provide that. Clean the lens. I guess this is just a little product card with all the different ones that they have, and a nice little user manual, which is always a Brucey bonus. So that is the paperwork. Put that to one side. Bottom of the box, we have a battery. It's come out of its packaging already. This is a CR2, pretty standard, so it comes with one of those. Those aren't cheap. And it comes in a nice, looks like a nice little bag case. So first things first, it's not the most attractive case, but it does have a nice little Velcro and a clasp, so nice and secure. Straight off the bat, what it doesn't have is it doesn't have, you know, a lot of those good cases, they have the zip, but then they also just have like a bungee So when you're in a round, you just use the bungee, so it's really easy to get in and out. This, I guess you could just use the Velcro during the round and then use the clasp when you're storing it. But anyway, comes with a little lanyard. Did I mention that? Wrist lanyard. Very nice. And the holder has a nice carabiner to attach to your bag. And I believe, yeah, that looks like a belt loop with some Velcro, so you could actually put it on your waist if you wanted as well. So here we go. The unit itself is very small. Look at that. That is very compact. Now, 2 buttons, a mode button, power on. So I'm assuming, I haven't read the instructions, but I'm assuming the mode changes from yards to meters, probably turns the slope on and off. And then the main button here labeled power on is probably the one you hit when you're trying to shoot a yardage. Whole bunch of writing on the side. Let's figure out, let's get the battery. Let's figure out, okay, so just at the bottom here, below the viewfinder, you unscrew this cap, you put the battery in, so that's pretty straightforward. So unlike the other one that was rechargeable, this one has its own battery. And there we go. So if I look through the viewfinder, yeah, it has adjustment to the lens. And those of you like me whose eyesight isn't perfect, so adjustment to the lens, and it seems pretty clear. If I shoot something outside, well, at the moment it's not really picking anything up. That's not good. Okay, so looking through the viewfinder, I see some dashes at the bottom with yards, assuming that's the yardage. See a flag in the right-hand side, assuming that's something happens to that when you pick up the flag. There's a slope indication top left and some more dashes. So I assume at the very bottom is the battery meter, then you have the yardage, then you have the crosshairs, then at the top you have the slope yardage, and then a little pin on the right. I'd have to read through the manual for that. First impressions is it's pretty light. It's pretty light and it feels a bit toy-y. And it's this kind of like high gloss paint, which I'm not a huge fan of, but that's just an aesthetic thing. Really what's going to make or break it is how accurate it is and how good it is. So that's the unboxing. We'll put it away. We'll give you some pictures of the manual and stuff like that and some close-ups of the actual machine. And I'll do a review next time I play on the course somehow. All right, catch you in a bit. All right, here we go. It couldn't have worked out any better to try this thing out. It's the week of the Sony Open. A good buddy of mine is playing in the Pro-Am in a couple of hours. And guess who gets to caddy for him? Moi, Migmatis himself. So that's the perfect opportunity to try this guy out. Now, in the Pro-Ams, the amateurs are allowed to use range finders, I believe. I think maybe the slope function has to be turned off. And I know my good buddy Kelly has a high-end rangefinder. It's one of those $400 or $500 ones. Not sure what the exact brand is, but it's one of the high-end ones. Everything he has is high-end. So this is going to be going head-to-head with a $400 or $500 rangefinder in actual, not tournament conditions, but Pro-Am tournament conditions at the Sony Open. I'm excited. Let's find out how it goes. Here we go, baby. The entrance to Waialae. Driving range. Kelly warming up. Greens like that. Busy, busy, busy for the Brian. All the famous guys here. Today we are paired with Lucas Glover, major winner. All right, we got about half an hour to go time. Let's see if this thing can perform out there. Okay, putting out on the 10th, nines are reversed here at Waialae, and so far the yardage on this guy has been spot on. Few weird things about it, but we'll cover that after the round. Alright guys, it's the next day, and here is my final wrap up of the AOFAR Windswing GX-6F Pro. Now, obviously in a Pro-Am, you know, you got to be sensitive towards the pros' needs, like they're trying to use it as a practice round, etc. There's a lot of people on the course, so couldn't really take some footage of me using it. That would have been awkward, but I did shoot every single yardage for my amateur friend with this, and it went up, like I said, against his high-end Nikon. It's a Nikon, and it was, I think the longest yardage we shot was 303, something like that. And this was within 1 or 2 yards of the Nikon on every yardage up to that. So as far as the accuracy of the yardage, pretty damn good. Now, there's a couple little caveats to that. What I did notice is it doesn't pick up the yardage as smoothly or as quickly as another one. So you kind of have to hold it there. You might press the button, you know, a few times, and it doesn't pick it up, and then finally it gets it and it jolts, and it's the correct yardage, but it just isn't as good, especially at far away distance, at picking things up. The other thing I will say about this is it's obvious looking through it, the clarity of the lens. It's not as high quality lens as that Nikon, or in fact my Leupold that I've had for years. So basically the pin seeking technology isn't as good. If there's a tree in the background next to the pin, it kind of quite often will pick up the tree, not the pin. So you have to kind of know roughly how far out you are, and then kind of like shoot it a few times until you actually get the correct number on the pin. And if you look through this lens, you can tell it's not it's a bit like a quality pair of like glasses versus like a cheap pair that you just buy in store. You can tell the quality of that lens isn't the same. As far as the data that is projected inside the lens, it's pretty basic and pretty straightforward and pretty easy to understand. So I'm gonna give this a thumbs up, especially for like under $50. Easy to use, compact, small. I didn't even put it in the case. I just carried this in my pocket, and it wasn't cumbersome at all. So I love it. I love it, especially for the price. So if you're on a budget, you want a quick rangefinder, this is a great one. Now, like with all the reviews of this equipment, I don't know about the durability. It's not until you've probably left this in your bag, like, you know, thrown it around a few times, that you will know whether it's going to last or not. The review I did
you know, going back a bit, about another one that I really liked. That one is still going strong, so that must be knocking on a year now, but that one is still going strong, so happy about that. And like I said, I'll update you if anything goes wrong with this one. But for now, if you're on a budget, get yourself one. Like it. You pay what you get for. You get what you pay for. But I think this packs a pretty big punch for 50 bucks. All right, I hope you like that. I hope it helps out. Hit them straight, and see you again soon with another review. All right, bye.